this is about real quick. You know, one of the things I'm very grateful for is when you surround yourself with like-minded people. And Coach Myra Miles is that like-minded person that I've surrounded myself with. And now we're surrounding a lot of people with. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I want to tell you what this morning comes from. And we want it to be short, and we want it to be a power source for you Monday through Friday. And you never know. We might have a guest on sharing some words, but we're going to do this. Okay, Monday through Friday, same time, 9 a.m. It's our Coach's Corner with, obviously, my name is Brent Palmer, and we're excited to have you on. And this is not about business. This is not about network marketing. This is not about, University of Tennessee football. This is about life. This is about people. This is about positivity and energy and a power source that we can all gain from. And I promise you, the number one person that will gain from this, you're staring at him.
Me.
I believe, and Myra Miles believes, that when you do something, you are the one that's blessed the most because, and so Monday through Friday, same time, same place. And if you can help us spread the word out on social media every morning, like letting people know, hey, jump on. It's going to be the same number, same Zoom number. And we're going to try to be broadcasting this on Facebook. So bear with us. We're going to get better at this. But I'm just going to kick it off. And the title today, okay, the title today is Challenging Our Limits, okay? Think about this now this morning. If you're taking notes or if you're just listening in, just enjoy this with your cup of coffee or maybe your Blue Frog, whatever you're drinking this morning. But listen, challenge our limits. Don't limit our challenges, okay? And it could not be more perfect right now because, our world's been kind of just shaken up. It's kind of like we've all been put in a box and we've just been shaken up a little bit, and the norm is not as normal right now. But you know what? It's how we look at life. It's how we look at perspectives, how we look at things. And that's what we're going to be talking about this morning with Coach Myra Miles. But I want to put it around this title. We need to challenge our limits, not limit our challenges. And I just want to say this. This is back on me, okay? I believe I do everything with the reflection back on myself. What can Brent Palmer do this week, starting today, to affect the world around me? What could I do with one phone call? What kind of impact could I make by being nice to somebody? Just a few things, a few kind act today for me makes the world a better place by plugging in one by one to somebody. How many of you agree with that? Feel free to chat it up in the chat section if you do. So here's the thing. I want to share with you my message today. And it's about Winston Churchill, okay? Now, I love history. But I want to share something with you. And I wrote this down this morning and last night as I was preparing for this. But when Winston Churchill was leading Great Britain during World War II in the fight against Hitler, it was a daunting task. People around Winston Churchill during that point in time when he was fighting, they said he looked 20 years younger. Now, let me tell you, he looked 20 years younger. The people around him said, Winston, you look 20 years younger than you did before the war started. During the darkest hours of Great Britain, Winston Churchill was energized. He was energized by the daunting task at hand. Think about that now. Think about challenging your limits. He was energized by the daunting task at hand that was ahead for him and his country. And here's how he led. He just took action. And he led and he inspired a nation by positivity and compassion. Something that we all can control. Positivity and compassion, and he inspired a nation. He created a culture around positivity and compassion that his name lives on years and years and years and years after this. That's my challenge for myself today. I'm going to turn this over to Coach Myra Miles. Listen, guys, a phenomenal, phenomenal lady that inspires so many people. From the University of Tennessee, now just carries so many roles, and I'm so blessed to be doing this Coaching's Corner every day with you, Monday through Friday. Coach Myra Miles, I'm going to turn it to you.
Thank you, Brent. Listen, I'm just tickled to death to be partnered with you on this Coach's Corner. And very honestly, I've always secretly kind of wanted to do something like this for a really long time. So this just kind of came at a really good time. First of all, I really want to thank everyone that's on the call today. And I encourage you to come back every single morning and join us. Bring somebody with you every morning. And listen, send me a text message anytime on something that you'd like for me specifically to hit or talk about. We're kind of going at it with just hitting different words, but I'm going to talk about the same thing. How can we challenge our limits? And one of my favorite people to follow, and I encourage you to do that, is a lady named Lolly Daskal, Daskal. And this fit in so perfectly with what I'm going to talk about. I've got 4 points very quickly, and hopefully this will resonate with you today. And like Steve said last night, we're going to try to get 1% better every single day. How can we challenge our limits? Well, first of all, we've got to always, no exception, always look to surround ourselves with great people. I know that in any career path that I have taken, any career path that you have taken, we have to be able to say what our weaknesses are and be honest about what our weaknesses are, and then surround ourselves with the people that strengthen us up. And the one thing that Lolly Daskal, I want to read to you very quickly, that says that I think it correlates directly with this statement is, great leaders are not the best at everything. So they find people who are the best at what they do in order to form a great team. You got to find your team. That's the first way you challenge what those limits are on you. The second thing is, don't be afraid to embrace a big challenge. Listen to this, that you don't think you're capable of doing. Don't be afraid of that. We've all hit those kind of things head on. We've been afraid of jumping onto different challenges, and then we've hesitated because we just in our mind didn't think we could do it. I've been guilty of that. I don't have any shame in saying that. So we've got to not be afraid. We have to embrace the big challenges in our life. And then we have to see ourselves at the next level, having success. Whether you're working with children, whether you're working with middle-aged kids, middle-aged adults, young adults, elderly adults, if you're trying to help someone achieve goals, to challenge something that appears to them to be a limit, you got to help them see themselves, literally envision themselves being successful. And if you work hard enough at that, it's going to happen for them. And the last thing that I want to add to this on this little session this morning is, we have to be honest with ourselves on what our weaknesses are. And then guess what, guys? We got to work every day to eliminate what our weaknesses are. Again, to me, admitting my weakness is not a weakness. I think it's a weakness if I try to ignore what my weaknesses are. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm excited to be back with you tomorrow. I challenge you to bring one person with you tomorrow. And like I said, if there's something specific that you'd like to be highlighted on this, that's motivational, that can help you, please reach out to myself or Brent. Anyway, have a great day, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thanks, Coach Myra Miles. Listen, you can follow Coach Myra Miles on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I challenge you to do that. She puts a lot of positive things out there every single day. Also, feel free to follow myself at Brent Palmer Public Figure, Brent Palmer on Instagram. You can find me out there on Twitter. okay? YouTube. Just flip around on that, guys. We come back to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Remember, find one person today and make them have a better day because you showed up. Let's go out and challenge our limits today. Thank you again for everybody attending. We'll see you back tomorrow. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.